So this is like the second time in a row that I've changed up plans on the way to the spot I'm gonna be fishing. Originally was gonna fish a small pond, but I actually took a wrong turn and decided just to keep going and fish this bigger lake behind me here. Now, without giving too much away, parts of this lake are illegal to fish right now. So although this is a pretty decent sized lake, I only can fish kind of a small portion. What you see behind me here is basically all I can fish. I can go out to the mouth of this cove just a little bit and I'm still safe. Still think I'm gonna be able to hook into a few fish today. And I have about 3 hours to fish this evening before it gets too dark. So hopefully that's enough time to hook into some fish. Now I'm gonna be starting off this afternoon with the dark sleeper. And this particular bait here is 3/8 of an ounce. And full disclosure, I'm gonna be fishing kind of deep water today. So hopefully I catch a fish on this pretty quick and it kind of gets destroyed so I can switch over to the 1/2 ounce. I just think this 1/2 ounce of a bait would be slightly easier to work on the depths that I'm gonna be working with today. I'm gonna be fishing about 20 feet and 3/8 of an ounce is gonna work, and I don't think I'm gonna have too much of an issue, but I think it's just gonna be easier to hold bottom with that 1/2 of an ounce. And I got the dark sleeper tied to 12-pound fluorocarbon, and then I have that on a medium power St. Croix Premier rod. And then the other lure I brought today is this jerkbait. It's a Megabass Vision 1 10+1. This is actually one of my favorite colors as well, Cotton Wagasaki. Now the color I'm gonna be starting off with this afternoon is called Dark Shad. Just kind of like this red color. And with these Megabass dark sleepers, how you want to fish these are just like a jig. And when I say jig, I don't mean like a 1/2 ounce jig that you would flip into like thick brush, because it does have this weed guard here. I say that in quotations, weed guard on top here, but it doesn't really do much, to be honest with you guys. So what I kind of use this as is as a jig, but kind of like an 1/8 of an ounce ball head jig or something like that. I just want to be dragging it along the bottom, but you definitely don't want to be like flipping this into heavy cover because it's going to get snagged up every time. But what I'm going to do is just cast out and let it sink all the way down to the bottom. And then once it's down all the way to the bottom, I'm just going to slowly drag it back to me. Nothing fancy. And the water here is super clear as well. I mean, I can easily see 12-15 feet. Now, Megabass made this bait to imitate a goby, and there are exactly 0 goby in this lake. But realistically, this thing imitates more than just goby, like a little bait fish, little darter fish on the bottom, a crawfish, something like that. And with this red color, that's really gonna imitate the yellow perch fins in here, because yellow perch in my area get these bright red, almost orange fins. I'm going to throw a couple more casts with this dark sleeper. I'm going to throw the jerk around for a little bit. I really think the dark sleeper is going to be my best option to catch fish, and I really don't want to tie on the drop shot quite yet. All right, switching back to the jerk. All right, back to the dark sleeper. Well, I have legit like one more spot left to fish in this entire lake, and I haven't even gotten bit all evening. So hopefully the last little bit of my evening turns around. I only have about an hour of sunlight, so I'm gonna try to make the best of it. What I've been doing so far is just going from spot to spot, and I'm throwing the dark sleeper for a little bit, and then I'll switch over to the jerkbait for a little bit, and nothing. But what I think I'm going to do is fish this last spot with the jerk and the dark sleeper, and if I don't get bit on either of those, then I'm going to put on a max scent flatworm and use a flatworm for the rest of the evening to hopefully hook into a couple fish. I think I have one. Oh my gosh. Where are the smallmouth eating, you guys? Technically, I guess that's the first catch. Really? Stop. Stop. Well, that is it for that. All right, I got these green pumpkin flatworms. We're gonna switch over to that. I believe this is an 1/8 of an ounce Z-Man shroom head or something like that. All right, now let's try this. Just like kind of a little leech crawfish, little minnow imitation. Got one. Finally. Finally. One is worth getting in the boat. It's a smallmouth, not a very big one, but it's finally a catchable fish today. Man, today has been pretty slow. But probably about a 3/4 pounder there on the flatworm. I swore there's a decent sized fish surfacing over here. All right, get out of here. Little perch. I could feel him do that like machine gun taps. Look at this. This is like the perfect little smallmouth snack. Got one. This feels a little bit better. Oh yes. And by a little bit, compared to the fish I am catching today, it is a lot of bit better. Come here, fish. Flatworm. Oh, he's gonna jump. Flatworm doing it. It's another little guy, but I'll definitely take it the way today's been going. Oh my goodness, these fish are so cold. I think I got a perch or something. Yep. Ow.